Hey, what's up? It's your girl Nicki, and you're tuned in to Nicki at Night. And it looks like Nicki Minaj is toying with the Barbs and having the Barbs all across the land have a heart attack because she has said that she is retiring from rap. She took to her Twitter account, I want to say 30 minutes ago, and she announced that she was going to now focus on family and that she was going to retire from rap. I'm going to show you guys the tweets right now. And the Barbs, somebody go check on their posts because they are freaking out under her comments. So let me pull it up right now. Hold on one second. Okay. Okay, so this is the tweet right here. She posted it 30 minutes ago. And like I said, she said that she decided that she was going to retire and have her family. And then she said, I know you guys are happy now. To my fans, keep repping me. Do it to the death of me in the box because ain't nobody checking me. Love you for life. This is a closer up photo of the tweet. And this is her again saying that she was retiring. And the Barbs, like I said, they are in a frenzy. I don't feel like she is officially saying like she's never going to rap again. In Joe Budden's podcast, he did a podcast or on State of the Culture with Remy Ma. Remy Ma was talking to him and asking him about the situation with him and Nicki Minaj, where she went off on him. And, she was telling him off about how he was saying things that she felt like were not true or whatnot. And to sum it up, Joe's response was pretty much like it was all antics for, he didn't say it in that words, but that's pretty much what he was saying. Like it was all for show because he had already talked to Nicki Minaj prior about these things. And for her to do it on camera like that, it was all theatrics. And he alluded that she was moving towards going in a direction of just doing radio. And that's kind of the direction that a lot of these artists are going into. A lot of them are now doing podcasts. You see Joe Budden with his podcast. Now T.I. just now announced his podcast. Capone and Noriega used to be a rap group, but now Noriega has Drink Champs. He has his podcast. And that's the direction of all of these artists. Even Nick Cannon out here in California, he doesn't have a podcast, but he has a radio show on 105.9 Power 105.9 Power 106 out here. And, that's the direction that they are all going in, to where they are now, wanting to be commentators. They have it's like, a lot of people feel like it's easy, which to me, I do commentary. It's not easy talking about topics. Everybody thinks like it's easy. You could just do it. But that's the direction that a lot of these artists who are already out in the forefront and already out in the public, that's the direction that they are going. I'm going to show you some of the reactions from the Barbs, and their comments under this post are pretty hilarious. They're pretty funny. A lot of people also predict that she's pregnant. They have been predicting that for a while. From the first prediction of her pregnancy, she would definitely be showing by now. But, every single time something happens, there's like a new pregnancy rumor that sparked. And now that she's saying that, she's going to, have her family or whatever and focus on that, the pregnancy rumors have sparked again. But anyways, let me show you guys some of the stuff that the Barbs are saying under this post. So this is her Twitter account. And one of them said, blocked and reported. And then another one said, in the name of Jesus, I know sis lying. I still got my tour pass. And they said she better stay psych. And then someone said she said this 5 years ago too, so she already a little behind. Another person's wondering, is this for real? Another person says, this got to be a joke. Another person says, you can't tease the fifth thing and then decide to retire all in the same day. And then they came back and they were like, it's been like 10 minutes. Come back and say psych. Then they got a little crazy because the Barbs are crazy. Somebody said, we will really kill Kenny, so play with us if you want to. and they show a meme of somebody shooting, or her shooting rather. That's Nicki Minaj. Show her shooting, saying that they'd kill her man if she talk about she gonna focus on herself. I tell y'all, I be trying to tell y'all that the Barbs are crazy. And they are really crazy. They are psycho. Y'all be thinking I be talking, but they be for real. Another person saying, this ain't funny. This is not sis don't play with us. Somebody said this is they cue to leave the earth. They're rather dramatic. And it's continuance of people posting these memes and posting stuff and not, in disbelief that she said that she was now going to retire and focus on her family. I want to know what you guys think about it. I think I'm going to open up the phone lines. What do you guys think about all of the artists who are now transitioning from being artists to doing like podcasts, doing, radio interviews and stuff like that? What do you think this means for Nicki Minaj now that she said that she's retiring? And do you believe her? Do you believe that this is for publicity? Do you believe that, she's just doing it for people to have controversy or whatever? I want to know what you guys think. I'm about to open the phone lines. Give me 1 second. I don't know why the phone lines are not, I don't know why the phone number rather is not showing on my description anymore. YouTube is playing games, so just give me 1 second. Hold up. I have to pull it up. Okay, here we go. I had to pull it up. Sorry, guys. But in the meantime, while I'm pulling it up, somebody said, how are you going to torture? What the heck? Somebody says she's a legend. She's ultimately mad Cardi B had more numbers. More numbers one at a time. That's what Saint Marine said. Mocha Meth says, and the Barbs are joking, but there's some of them that do too much. Yes, I agree. Some of them take this ish to the whole complete insanity level. They be doing way, way, way too much. But I'm going to have the call-in number for you guys in just a second. I'm going to read some more. All the pressure going to be on Cardi B now. Y'all won. She's going to be the new Clate plus 8, says someone. Okay, so the call-in number is 605 468 8756. And the access code is 28453. Wait, 284538. Okay, that's the call-in number to call in. Okay, so the phone lines are up. If you guys want to call in, you can call in. I had to open them up real quick. The call-in number is in the chat, 605-468-8756. And then you have to add in the access code. The access code is 284538. For some reason, if you have Metro, it does not allow you to call in. Shout out to the first caller that is on the line. State your name and hold on 1 second.
All participants are muted and they can unmute themselves.
Okay. 305. State your name and where you calling from.
I'm from Florida.
Talk up a little bit.
Kenny no good from Nicki.
You don't think he's any good for her?
No.
Elaborate.
No, he ugly. Nicki cute. Kenny ugly as shit.
What do you think about her announcing that she's retiring?
She drop an album. She just trying to hype it up.
Oh, you think it's just publicity?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to say?
Nicki better stop playing.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, thank you for calling. Miss Missy Queen says she thinks that Nicki Minaj is lying. Um, I do know and I do believe that she is gearing to be more focused on like the Queen radio. I feel like artists feel like that's the easier route to take. I feel like that's the easier route. Like let me go do a podcast. I'm going to just talk on topics. I'm going to just, interview people, and that's like the new in thing, and I think that's what she is gearing towards. The call-in number is 605-468-8756, and the access code is 284538. 231, hello?
Hello,
Hi. What's your name and where you calling from?
T, and I'm from Michigan.
Okay, your phone sounds a little bit muffled. You said Key?
T,
T?
T-E-E.
Okay, what's your thoughts on Nicki Minaj announcing that she's retiring?
I think it's fine. She's been in the game for a long time, and she's been talking about wanting the family and sitting down and doing something else with her life.
Oh, okay, you think that is fine. I mean, I think, hey, whatever anybody wants to do in life is up to them. What do you think about the pregnancy rumors that keep getting reignited every time something happens with her?
I don't think she's pregnant. I just think that she's just ready to sit down somewhere and take a break.
What do you think that means for other female rappers?
She's supposed to encourage them from the sidelines, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
And she's going to encourage everybody else like she did Megan Thee Stallion.
Oh, okay, so you think she'll take more of like a mentor role?
Yep.
Okay, well, thank you for calling in.
Thank you.
All right.
All right.
Okay, 732, hello.
Hi,
Hi, how are you?
I'm doing great.
What's your thoughts on Nicki Minaj's announcement?
It's really sad, and I hope it's not true.
Uh-huh.
Honestly,
Elaborate.
there's no other rapper than Nicki Minaj. Like, she ran the game for 10 years. I grew up listening to her.
Uh-huh.
There's no one that can do what she has done. Like, holding the game for 10 years. I don't want to compare her to Cardi B, but Cardi B has been here for 2 years now.
Right.
And she's already starting to dwindle down a little bit. Like, I feel like Nicki Minaj's rap skills and everything is just on another level. She has the whole package, and when she retires, I'm gonna stop listening to rap music. Period.
All together, just everybody? You're not even going, what about Meg
No.
The Stallion? What about
I'm
the
just
other
kidding.
girls?
Not like all rap music, but I don't know. Everyone else, they just don't have it, in my opinion.
They don't have
Like,
the it factor?
Like, in my opinion, yeah. Like, Cardi makes great music. I love her music, but once in a while, like every generation, there's just that one artist that's just like gonna be a legend when they die. Like, look at Michael, look at Whitney, Beyonce is one of them, and I just feel like Nicki, she's just one of those artists where no one's ever gonna touch her.
You don't feel like there'll be any other female rapper that can hold it down the way that she's held it down?
Maybe a few generations from now, but no, not that I see.
Okay. I mean, I don't agree, but everybody's entitled to how they feel. I feel like there are several guys who hold it down, and you have the Jays, the Biggies, the Pacs.
No, not guys.
You know what I mean?
I'm not talking about male rap.
No, I know you're talking about female rappers. So I'm
spot?
saying, no, I know you're saying female rappers. You don't think that any other female rapper, and I said, we kind of got to give other females a chance. You know what I mean? Because like I said, we have several guys. I feel like there can be other girls too.
No, there can be other girls, but there's just something about Nicki Minaj. Like, there will only be one Nicki Minaj. Like, I feel like she's gonna be held as that standard of female rap. Like Michael Jackson is that standard of pop.
Uh
I
huh.
guess they call him the king of pop. I don't want people to roast me, but he's just like that standard. Beyonce is like the best performer of this generation. She's just that standard, and I feel like no one has met Nicki's standards. Even though Cardi's winning right now, her music's great, but she's just not gonna hold the spot as long as Nicki did.
Yeah. I'm not saying
Any
it's
other
automatically
questions?
gonna be Cardi, but no, just letting you talk.
Okay, that's it. I watch your show sometimes. I can't believe I'm like talking right now. Hey everyone.
Hi. Well, thank you so much for calling.
No problem. Have a great day and good
All
luck
right.
on your show.
All right. Thank you so much.
Bye.
All right. Okay. 613. Hello.
Oh, hey. Can you guys hear
Hi.
me?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's your name and where you calling from?
Perfect. I'm calling from Canada, and it's Mocha.
Hi,
In the
Mocha.
comments
Wow, I don't
all the
know if I've
time.
ever had a Canadian caller. That's cool. Did it?
Oh, we watch you. Don't
Oh,
worry.
cool. What do you think about her
Yeah, but
announcement?
I really think that personally, I don't believe it.
Okay.
Because Nicki tends to come out and say anything and everything sometimes. But I do think she's low-key testing the waters also. Her time is
Mhm.
up. And I'm not saying it in the shadiest way because I'm a huge Nicki Minaj fan. But I just feel like right now it's a new generation of rap girls coming, Malibu Mitch, Megan Thee Stallion, and etc., that she can pass a torch to. At this
Mhm.
point, she's an artist that's not ready to evolve. Not that she needs to evolve, but she's not ready and she doesn't need it. It's better to stop right now while she's at her prime than to continue then end up like, Little Kim. I don't want her to end up like Little Kim.
Mhm.
So she should just she should drop this album and start her family and be in her happiness because sadly this industry didn't treat her right. They let anybody come and discredit her. They pinned her against someone that doesn't even write her raps. And I feel like that got to her real hard.
Mhm.
And she's at a point where she's like, should I leave? Should I go? And if this is genuine, girl, go. Drop us this album, feed us well, and just go sit down, have your baby, and live your life because you deserve it. It's sad that she has to fight for her legacy, unlike other men.
Right. Men, you don't
But
see men
that's just.
having to they just
Mhm.
I mean, it's crazy though because when you think about Lauren Hill's a woman. Lauren Hill dropped
Mhm.
one main album that we talk about. You know what I mean? And she's
Until this
legend.
day.
You know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
people call her a legend. She
Mhm.
has gotten I think she had
Do
like
you want to know
Unplugged
why?
after that and she was
Mhm.
like a rap singer. You know what I mean? So, but go ahead.
Yeah. People call Lauren a legend more freely and loosely because let's be real, she wasn't selling sex appeal.
Mhm.
Men don't like that shit. They think as if they really genuinely think if a woman has talent that sells it wrapped around a whole image, a sexualized image, that shit is null and void. You don't got talent. You were just selling titties and talking about your pussy, and that's just on that, which is not the truth. Nicki
Okay,
was
so
dominating the game for more than 10 years, but they won't give her accolades.
yeah. I feel like she has gotten her accolades. I think that when people give her criticism, people
I
think
feel
that
like she did.
they're taking
Mm-hmm.
away her accolades. I don't think that's necessarily
No,
true.
yeah, no, I understand. There's some people that come with criticism that is genuinely like. First of all, I criticize her. There is no way you cannot criticize her. She is crazy when she wants to be.
Mhm.
But I'm talking about industry wise, the respect that is owed for her by other professionals that are in her industry is lacking all of a sudden the moment Miss Cardi B came in the scene. And it was really weird to watch because honestly, generally, I was not that much of a Nicki Minaj fan before Cardi B. Like I listened to her music, but her personally, I could care less type of tea. But now that I've seen how black men are so easy to displace, or hurt a black woman for for Cardi B, a Latina woman, it shocked me. I understand her frustrations. I understood when she went in on Joe Budden because nigga, how dare you say this shit about me, knowing that it is not true.
Uh-huh. So you feel like, you know, well, I mean, you basically said it, but I get what you're saying.
It's like it sounds whiny when it comes from her. Let's be honest. It
Mhm.
sounds whiny as hell, and I understand. Every single time she's out here talking about the first woman to do this, that, da, 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 and we're all like, okay, girl, shut up. We get it.
Yeah.
But people see, we need to realize that I don't even think it's directed towards us. It's directed towards her ops in the industry. Because there's people behind the scenes doing things to her that once it comes out in the open, we're just there shocked. Like, I didn't know this was going on, or that excuses her rant of that in that time.
Yeah.
That's why at this point, for me personally, every time I see this one going crazy, I'm like, oh, sure as shit, I know in the next Queen Radio, she's finna spill some tea. She's gonna say something that has regard to why she tweeted or said that.
Do you believe in the Nicki hate train?
Mhm.
Do you
Oh
do
my
you
God, I have never seen people switch up so hard.
Uh-huh.
They didn't even give her a chance. Cardi B came in with Bodak Yellow, which in my opinion, I thought the song was catchy, but it
Uh-huh.
wasn't worth the hype that it got. You know, it didn't make sense to me. I saw the overhype, but I feel like everybody wanted to see Cardi win because, listen, she's a girl from the hood making it big. That's everybody's hood dream. So they pushed it. But then all of a sudden, it was a whole Cardi and Nicki comparison, and I was like, oh no, we're not going to do that.
You
That's where
don't
the
think
whole
the
beef comes
music
from.
that she was putting out had anything to contribute to that?
Whose music, Cardi or Nicki's?
Nicki, at the time that Bodak Yellow dropped,
Mm-hmm.
do you feel
Oh
as
yeah,
though
and
the
Barbie
music
Kings
that
and
she put
everything.
out at that same exact time had nothing to do with it? Because I
Mm-hmm.
think a lot of people forget that part. They say like, oh, I if you put out
Mm-hmm.
good music, you cannot deny a hit. When she came
Mm-hmm.
out,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna be real, like,
She came with hits. Yeah,
no, when
she
she
came
came out in
with
the
hits.
beginning,
That's
she came with hits. But I'm saying around the time that Cardi had dropped Bodak Yellow, the music that she was dropping
mm-hmm.
at that time is what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Not before.
The
Before,
music
yeah,
that
she
she
was
was dropping
dropping
at that
bangers.
time.
The music that she was dropping at that
Yeah,
time wasn't really that good.
to be honest, I'm a fan of music, so I'll be real with you. Queen was her worst album. But with that being said, Queen was her worst album, but Queen, compared to other artists' um, musical history, will be their best.
Uh-huh.
So Queen might have not delivered really on her standard, my standard, or what I have for Nicki, but it delivered nonetheless in a way. I could never, even Invasion of Privacy and Queen it's not comparable between the two, in my
Mm-hmm.
opinion. Invasion of Privacy was radio bops that were playing long before she got it. Was a sneaky move altogether by Atlantic, but
Yeah.
she it felt like honestly, if everybody had let them be how they were supposed to be, this beef wouldn't have escalated. There's enough room for every woman to eat. And I cannot wait for female rappers to get hip to that shit and realize. And thank God Megan Thee Stallion is here to make them realize that. Because she's so unproblematic. She's cool with every single one of them. And she's not for the dramatics. And that's what they all need to do.
Right. I agree. I agree that it definitely needs to be more talent based, not putting one against the other. But that's what people do.
Exactly.
As soon as one person comes out, they're like,
Mm-hmm.
"Well, this is better than that," or "This is look at that," and this compared to
Exactly.
that. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
one
It's
day,
easy to do the comparison, but there is none, honestly, in my opinion. But it's just that Nicki, it seems like she's fed up too much. She talks too much and whines too much. So she has two options: either drop the 15 thing and leave with grace, or stay here and keep talking shit. Because it's not gonna help either way. They're not gonna acknowledge you. They don't acknowledge her like they used to before. They're out here comparing Cardi B to her. It's like comparing Little Pump to Jay-Z. You know the niggas wouldn't allow you to do that, but for some reason, for women, it's allowable. It's doable, and
yeah.
we can't change that. So she should just either drop that good album you're saving for us and move along. Start your baby. Be with your felon bae. It's all right. We're
Not
good.
Felon Bay.
I love me some Kenny though. I know I keep calling him celibate, but I love me some Kenny. He's quiet. All he does is shoot people. That's what she needs around her. She don't need no Safari or Meek. Nope.
Alrighty. Well, thank you so much for calling in.
No problem.
All right. All right.
Alright.
So if anybody else wants to call in, and that was what was, oh, she hung up. If anybody else wants to call in, the call-in number is 605-468-8756. I accidentally put the wrong number on the screen. Hold up, let me get the right number on the screen for y'all. Hopefully it works this time. Okay, there we go. The call-in number is on the screen, 605-468-8756, and the access code is 284538. I want to hear what you guys have to say. I'm going to look at some of the comments because I wasn't looking at the comments at first. Someone says she might as well retire, go out on top. Well, kind of still relevant. Love or Hate Me says, I love the new guy for Nicki. God bless them. Marabella says, Cardi is married and still doing music. Why can't Nicki do the same on Limit? Watching live from Nile University. I think the difference between Cardi and Nicki is like Cardi had to continue. Like once she got married, if she would have stopped, she would have just been a one-hit wonder at that point. Nicki is already kind of solidified, so I feel like that's kind of the difference. And she already somebody said, hey Nick, how do you call in from outside of America? I'm not sure. The last caller was Canadian and she just called in. I'm not sure what she used or how she called in, but she was able to call in. She probably has international calling on her calling plan. I'm not sure if you can like place a call through like WhatsApp or something, but someone said they think that it's a lie. Another person says, well, Nicki is in her late 30s, so who knows if her retirement was recommended by her doctors. Any pregnancy occurring over 35 is considered geriatric pregnancy, therefore high risk, and you wish her well. 832, hello? Hello? 832?
Hello?
Yeah, hi.
Yes, I'd like to say something.
You have to pause the live in the background.
Okay. Hello?
Yes. What are your thoughts?
Yes. I think the way Cardi B came in really upset Nicki because she has to really work hard to get solidified. And the way that people are basically honoring Cardi B for not doing half the stuff that she does and has did is really upsetting her. And I feel like she's old as shit. Let's just be honest. Like she's almost 40, and she hasn't had a baby. So she does need to just relax and just have her child.
But what about Beyonce, who's had 3 and she just turned 38?
Yes, but she started early. Nicki's closer to 40, and she hasn't had one child. And I just feel like Nicki is just trying to get attention. Like, I don't know. I feel like she wants people to feel sorry for her. I don't know what she's begging for, but these people are not giving you the respect that you want. So just move on. She wanted to be in this industry so bad when she was not famous, and she gets famous, and she doesn't like how they're treating her. So just move on. Like, you've made all your money. You've made millions of dollars, and you can't control it. So no matter how many times you try to talk about it, you're not going to get these people to do what you want them to do. Period.
Okay.
Like, so she just should just have her baby and move on. Like, they're not gonna, they're giving Cardi B way more respect than, you know what I'm saying? Like, not saying that she needs because she worked hard, but I just feel like she's just younger and she's just jealous of her.
So you think that Nicki Minaj is jealous of Cardi, and you think that
not per se of Cardi, per se, just all the recognition and just accolades that she's giving, and she's just like to be honest, like Cardi B acts a fool. She gets online, she curses people out, she uses, you know what I'm saying, vulgar language, and she still gets to do what she wants to do. And that's not fair for somebody that has to, keep their mouth closed and not say anything. And if they do, they get criticized. But why does Cardi B get to do it and she still gets to get all her Grammys? And you know what I'm saying? Like, Cardi B has done everything that people said she, that you would have got canceled for, and she's not canceled. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
She's
but
just a
people
man
have
that will make
they it's unfortunate, but that's how colorism and all of that
Yeah.
stuff goes. But it's
Yeah, so
crazy.
she is. I mean, there's nothing you can do, Nicki Minaj, that you can do to make these people not respect her or feel the same way that you do. This just people just change. Like she was the queen for 10 years. Like although she might feel like this girl might not deserve it, she needs to just move on. Just shut up. Like you have all the millions. Like you have millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars, and you're still complaining. Like both of them need to shut the fuck up. Like there's people out here homeless. You know what I'm saying? They both just complain all day long. That's all I
Okay.
have to say. I
Okay,
don't
well,
know. I don't know
don't
what you
hang
have to
up. Don't
say.
hang up cuz
Okay.
I'm sure
Okay.
one of the barbs probably want to counter cuz somebody called in real
Right.
quick when you start saying that. So, I want to see
Right.
what the next person is saying.
Okay.
Okay? And then
Okay.
I'm going to
I'll
patch
stay
you
on.
in cuz I'm sure they probably want to
Okay.
respond. All right, hold
Okay.
on. 502, hello?
Hello.
Hi, what's your thoughts?
Well, first, I feel like Nicki Minaj definitely this is like a publicity stunt, low key. Like this,
Okay.
I'm gonna say it's kind of like a reach and effect. You know what I'm saying? Like she definitely probably is thinking about leaving the industry. You know what I'm saying, and starting her family because this is something that she's been stated well long before she even like got famous. She always said that in her mid 30s is when she want to start her family and probably would leave the rap game. But we do know that this fifth album is coming, so of course she's definitely gonna big that up, and get everybody talking about her right before it drops. So that's what I think it is.
What do you think about the artists who are now going the route of podcasts? Because, like, when Joe Budden and Remy Ma talked about this on State of the Culture, they talked about how he felt like she was segueing into trying to be like a personality, like a radio personality more so. Do you think that that's probably what she's gearing for in the lane that all of these artists are now in the route that all of them are taking these days?
I mean, yeah, that's smart. Like everybody, well, if you smart, like you should know that nothing lasts forever, especially rappers. Like it's always a new trend, a new fad, a new rapper coming in that is able to take your space. Like we all grow old, so like she got to transition into something, and she know right now Queen Radio is like her biggest, like her most lucrative business right now. So I definitely think, yeah, of course she's gonna do that. She's gonna continue to do that whether she retires from rap or not, because she knows that's where the numbers is at. So
Okay, well, hold on. I'm going to get the next person. Don't hang up.
okay.
All right. All right, 347, hello?
Hello,
Hi, what's your name and where you calling from?
my name is Whitney, and I'm calling from New York City, and I'm kind of sad to see that she's retiring because I grew up listening to her music. I'm in tears right now, but I grew up listening to her music, and I'm happy for her that she's deciding to go and do what she wants with her life, and she's her own person and everything. But my view on it is just like I'm really sad because I grew up like I memorized the lyrics to Super Bass when I was fucking 7 years old. Like I remember
Yeah, but
growing
it's not
up.
like she didn't pass away though.
I
Like
know, but like she's not making music anymore, and it feels like she's not gonna be. It's not gonna be the same. Like waiting for another album, and
uh-huh.
it's not gonna be another album or anything.
Right. No, I mean okay, so normally when artists say that they're retiring, sometimes they'll still like do features and stuff. So I mean, even if she officially retires from like making albums, I don't think that she would never ever rap again. Like I don't think,
Yeah, and like
you
I
know.
know it's not like that
And she
big of a
not dead,
deal, but
so
for me, it's she's like really important to me, and
mhm.
I just way I feel how and the way I can't talk today. Um, the way I feel about how Cardi B came in and just started cutting at her like that. If Cardi B wanted to be as big as her, right, she should have came in earlier because why is she coming in here saying saying all this talking all this shit when we all grew up with Nicki? So what are we supposed to do when Nicki's making better content than her and she doesn't even make good music? And this bitch comes in and she's like, "Well, you gotta stop 'cause you like shut the hell up, man." Like, she is trash. Like, I don't understand what she.
But what do you
I'm
think
not
about the
playing. I'm
other?
reading the comments.
What do you think about the
The what?
other artists? The other artists that are rapping. It's not just Cardi B. She's not the only rapper. She's the one that Nicki Minaj is up against the most right now. But there are other rappers. Are you going to enjoy like the other rappers at least?
Yeah, like I feel like they make good stuff too.
Mhm.
I'm reading the live comments right now, and I'm just saying like it's not. I'm just responding to them. Like it's not their issue. It's just me. It's how I feel. They don't have to come at me for that, and it's all right. But how I feel about the other artists, how I feel about the other artists, I think they're all right, but I feel like they should make better lyrics instead of just talking about bitches and cars and shit. Like that's not what we're listening. Like it sounds good, the beat is good, the flow is good, but I'm not gonna like it if it's like the fucking lyrics are like I got a brand new bitch with a car, and I drove up with the Rari with the new Rolex on my. Like I don't give a shit about that. I want some good lyrics.
Uh-huh. What do you think about her current guy in her life, her husband? Well, she calls him her husband. I don't know if they got married yet officially, but what
To be
what
honest,
influence that
I
you
never heard of him before, and I don't think he's there for the right reasons. I think he's just there to secure the bag to make sure he's set, but it's all right.
Oh, okay. So you think he's just trying to use her?
I don't know. I think he's just there for number one, the booty, and number two, the cash.
But do you think he has influence on her decision? Is what I'm kind of trying to get at. Do you feel like he's the reason that she is, coming to this
I don't
conclusion?
think that he's the reason why she is she's retiring because I feel like she wants to do her own thing now. I know I'm slow. Oh my god. These people are coming after me. Damn.
Okay,
Um
don't pay attention to the chat. Don't pay attention to them.
yeah. And then and then I feel like ugh, I can't talk. I don't feel like she is being influenced by him at all because I feel like she's her own person and she can do whatever the hell she wants.
Uh-huh.
And I have a feeling, I don't know Nicki personally, but I have a feeling that if a nigga came in and started talking shit and being like, you gotta do this, you gotta do that, like she would just dump him right there on the spot because Nicki's a bad bitch. And she
Yeah,
wouldn't
but
do that.
sometimes the D get to the best of us. But, take some time, process this, understand that you still will be able to hear her on Cream Radio. Thank you so much for calling in. Um, I don't know what to say. I mean, I think she still has a tour coming up, so you still will be able to see her in tour and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
yeah, just take some time to process it. All right. Thank you for calling in.
Yeah.
You can stay on
Yeah.
the line if you want to, okay? Oh, she hung up. Okay, 843.
Huh?
Hello? Yes, 843.
Hello?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. How you doing?
I'm great. What's your name and where you calling
And I'm
from?
sitting because
Hello?
my name is Jay Harper. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Where you calling from?
I'm sorry, girl. I'm down here with Hurricane Dorian. I'm in South Carolina. We got the hurricane going on right now.
Oh, okay. Hopefully stay safe now. What's your thoughts on Nicki Minaj announcing her
Yes, most
retirement?
definitely. I'm sitting personally because I feel like she still got more to do, and I don't want her to let none of these little other bitches come in and try to take her spot. Or like, I feel where she coming from. Like nobody has been respecting her. Nobody has been like really giving her the credit that she deserves for all the work that she has put in. You know what I'm saying? And they still have to realize that when Cardi came up, it was different. She had social media to, you know what I'm saying, push her. She had the record label to push her. Nicki Minaj didn't have that shit. You know what I'm saying? She didn't have Instagram. She didn't have Twitter or none of that to push herself. You know.
Well, she did
So I
have
just
Twitter
feel
because
like,
I was on Twitter back then. So when Nicki Minaj first came out,
well, yeah, she had Twitter, but
she had Twitter and she had Young Money. So we can't say that she was totally disadvantaged. She was in the
but
biggest
she didn't have Love and Hip Hop.
group. She
didn't
had
have
Lil
VH1.
Wayne though. Nobody had Love and Hip Hop. She had Lil Wayne, and those clicks were big. That was big for her to align with Lil Wayne. Automatically pushed her up there, and then and then she had the controversy around her. So she had advantages. She wasn't totally like from the ground up, just what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. But
yeah, I mean, I feel it. But at the end of the day, Nicki's still the baddest bitch. I feel like this is some shit she got going on, and she probably just gonna drop a little record or something like that. But and then if she do decide to retire, then that's fine. But you got 6 albums to go before you finish on that, and that's just on period. And that's my thoughts on Nicki.
okay, yeah, she still got work to do. She can't be out here.
She still got work to do.
Yeah. What do you think about her man?
Period.
Do you think that he has influence on?
Actually, I like it.
Okay. You don't feel
I
like
like it
he has
because, I
any
mean, at the end of the
influence
day,
on
we
her
can't
not
really
being able
say-
to finish the work she got to do?
Hell no. And Nicki's a Sagittarius. If anything, she's gonna leave. She's gonna do her own thing. The man is just an asset. You know what I'm saying to her. If anything, Nicki is. It might be the dick that's good to her, but at the same time, she's a marketing. She's the queen of marketing. At the end of the day, you know what I'm saying. So this could be publicity for another album coming out. This could be anything. We really just she was pregnant. They probably could have gotten married. And, you know what I'm saying, things like that. But I honestly don't feel like this is going to be the end for her. She still got a six album contract. She still got to fulfill. She only on number 4, so it's still more work to be done.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for chiming in. You can stay on the line if you want. I'm gonna go to the next caller.
All right.
All right. 423. Hello. Okay, 423 hung up. 517. Hello. 517. 517-388. Hello.
Oops. Hello?
Yeah, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
What's your name and where you
what do
calling
you-
from?
I'm Whitney from Detroit.
Okay, what are your thoughts on Nicki Minaj announcing her retirement?
I think she should be able to do that as a woman who wants to start a family or just a woman, period. She should be able to do whatever she wants. She's in charge of her life. I just wonder what you think. Like so many people in the audience are comparing, are mentioning Cardi. What do you think about that? Do you think it's because of Cardi or disrespect?
I feel like the industry has pressures and they do put people against each other. I don't know what she's dealing with personally. I don't automatically think, oh, it's because of Cardi. I don't think so. I don't think that her, just my personal opinion, I don't think that her saying that she's retired or she's going to retire means that she's actually really officially never going to rap again. You get what I mean? I feel like she's still going to rap.
I think she's coming back. She's coming back like Jay-Z.
Yeah.
Do you think she's a legend?
I feel like she's a legend in her own right. I guess so, yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of up and down on it because I feel like she's definitely solidified. She's definitely paved the way for females. But I also feel like she kind of blocked some females too. So it's like, yeah, she was in the forefront, but there was underhanded stuff in the background going on to prevent other females from getting ahead. So it's kind of like, I look at it from both ways. A lot of people get mad at my commentary because I'm going to keep it real. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you come here and say, well, she didn't have this and she that, I'm like, nah, she had a big platform. You know what I mean? So I'm going to keep it all the way real. So I look at it like, yeah, she solidified. Yeah, she was in the game. Can't nobody take her hits away from her. She is a great rapper. I don't like every single song that she drops, but the songs that she drops that I like are bops. Like I love her Playtime Is Over mixtape. I loved what was her first? Was it self-titled? Nicki Minaj, her album. Like I bought those
I think so,
albums.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Actually, I
so,
did too. Yeah, definitely. Her old stuff was great. I don't know
yeah.
about the new stuff, but I still respect her. I still love her as an artist.
Right.
So
Yeah. So,
I just wish her the best. I've been on Cardi page, and I see that Cardi is promoting a lot of younger Black rappers who are
uh-huh.
known, and she's asking magazines to get on it and to get them in the spotlight and everything like that. I don't know if I've seen so much of that from Nicki. I haven't looked so hard, but I wish she would do more stuff like that.
More camaraderie amongst other artists.
Yeah, supporting the unknowns. They're working hard too. You know, she might seem. I mean, I guess compared to Cardi, she might seem a little bit out for herself, and I don't hate that either. But
Mhm.
I think a lot of people are starting to appreciate Cardi on a different level.
Okay. Do you think it at all this is a publicity stunt?
No, I think but I think she's gonna realize very soon that she's not done. I don't think she's doing it on purpose.
Okay.
That's just my opinion.
All right.
I love your platform. I love what you're doing. You're great. I'm gonna get off because I'm kind of drunk,
Oh, you
and
drunk
I don't
already? Well, hey, shit, it's a
a
happy
little
hour
bit,
somewhere.
a little bit. I work, and I have to get it in where I can't get it in. So
Did this drive you to
I'm
drink?
gonna get out
Did
before
this
I go
drive
too far.
did this drive you to drink or what?
No, not this. And I only get tipsy,
Okay.
but I don't want to like risk it. So because I'm
All
gonna have
right.
another few sips. I
Okay.
appreciate you. I
Thank you
love
for
the
calling
platform.
in. All right.
Okay, bye. Love you.
Bye. Love you too. Thank you for calling.
Okay.
Okay. 832 has been holding on. What do you think so far of the callers that have called in since you spoke?
Well, I think the last girl was right. Like, Cardi B has been giving people platforms. Like, you got to think about that too. Like, when you put out good energy, when you want to help people, people are more, willing to be nice and give people, the attention that they deserve. But Nicki Minaj has not done that for any female rapper. So, I mean, shit. How can you expect somebody to respect you when you don't even help the next people coming up? Like, that's just how life goes. Like, you gotta help people out. You know what I'm saying? Like, does that make sense?
No, I hear you. I'm gonna answer the next caller with you guys both together. Hold on. 267. Hello.
Yes, hello. What's up, Nate?
Hey, what's your name and where you calling from?
Yeah.
Where you calling from?
My name is Jay, and I'm calling from Philly.
Okay, Jay from Philly. What you think about Nicki Minaj's announcement?
I think it's cool. I mean, hey, she's a 30. You know what's kind of crazy, though? I'm going to be real. It's kind of weird to hear a bunch of females say that she's too old to be rapping. It's almost like females kind of cut themselves down real quick. Like, you would never hear a man saying that another male is too old to be rapping. And females, y'all have to stick together because y'all create that narrative amongst each other that y'all have a short limit in time. That's not something that males do. We constantly keep pushing the bar. No matter if you was 50 years old, if your flow is tight, you're going to get put on. But you'll hear a bunch of females saying, like, oh, she's old, she needs to be having kids, she needs to settle down. And you should, if you are still able to, do both, you should do it. If this is your passion and this is what you really love to do, then you should be able to do it.
Yeah, I mean, I
That's
agree
how
with
I feel.
that, but hey, women and men are two different things. You know what I'm saying? We have to put in the factors that you guys, males as a whole, when a male is rapping, he could fuck 20 women. You see how many seeds Fetty Wap done laid across the land, and he could still go on shows. He don't have to worry about downtime. He don't have to worry about a period. He don't have to worry about a pregnancy, a miscarriage, a abortion. He don't have to worry about none of that. But when you're a female, your body is different. You got different changes that your body go through that a man don't go through. So you do have to factor in those things as well. You get what I'm saying? And if you want to have a baby, go Go
I
ahead,
don't think she's
832.
too old to rap, but she definitely is older on the spectrum of having a baby. Let's just be real. Like, she's very
but I mean, I wouldn't say that because she only in her 30s. I mean, you got people like Mariah Carey that had her babies in her 40s, and you had Angela Bassett who had her baby almost at 50. So, like, if you can still physically have a baby, I wouldn't say that you're too old to have a baby. You know?
Yeah,
If
but
you can
when
still have
you
one.
have a baby at 50, then your child go to school and they 10 years old and they having issues, then you 60, then they in high school, then people messing with them, and then you 70.
Yeah.
You know?
Yes, and
Well, I
once you
mean,
get old, once you get older, after 35, those are considered high-risk pregnancies. So, you know, you can say if
Well, my sister had a high-risk pregnancy at 20, so I don't know. My sister was only 20, and my sister was 20, and she had a high-risk pregnancy, so I don't know. I guess it depends on your body, your health.
Susceptible to diseases and stuff because the woman is
Yeah.
older. That's the thing. Like, not saying she shouldn't be able to carry her baby. It's just the health of the baby. Like, they said that for Meghan Markle. They said that's a geriatric pregnancy. She's
Yeah, I just feel some type of way because I'm the same age as Nicki Minaj. Like, and when I be hearing people saying I don't look, I can easily pass for like 25. And being born in 1982 to me doesn't qualify you to be this old that they put on her. Because I know people would never say that I'm old. So why is it that when they look at her as being old?
The ladies like the bass in your voice in the chat.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No,
He said, "Oh
I'm
yeah."
asking a similar question. Because I'm listening to y'all. I'm listening to the females. It's mostly females calling in, and a lot of females seem to be saying, like, you know, I would think y'all would be pushing her to stay in the game, you know, because in a way she did kind of
347,
usher
you're in.
this entire new wave. You know what I mean?
But why would you? But if that's what you want to do for the rest of your life, why would you say you're gonna retire? To me, you're just trying to get attention.
I think she probably saying she gonna retire from being like, because she's this mainstream artist, she can't really settle back. Like, it's kind of like Beyonce. Beyonce can never just scale back and do something just for the love of it. It always has to be hype around it. And Nicki Minaj is on that same level. She
Okay,
can't just do something for fun and
let
love. It's the hype
347
around it.
347 just joined in. She wanted to reply.
Oh, my
Go
bad.
ahead,
Go
347.
ahead.
Hello, how is everyone doing in here today?
Hey,
what's going
you
on?
calling from New York?
Okay. Yes, my name is Monique, and I'm calling from Southside Jamaica, Queens. I'm from
Okay,
the
Queens in the
East
house.
Hood. And first of all, y'all need to put, everybody actually needs to put some respect on Nicki's name. Number one, she came from Queens with an authentic come up. Meaning she didn't have any social media. The only thing back then
Yes,
that was
she
out was maybe
did. Why do people keep saying that
No.
Nicki Minaj did not have
Because,
social
well,
media? Yes, she did.
The earlier career, we're talking about in 03, Nick, 03. Nicki been out since 03.
I followed Nicki's career. I remember.
Yeah, but 03 there was no social media.
Yes, there was. I've been having social media since I was in middle school. I was on MySpace. She was on MySpace as well.
Okay.
She had social media.
All right.
MySpace was a big media.
to
That's
college.
how she got, a lot of people got on. She got connected with Fendi through MySpace. From MySpace, her getting connected with Fendi, she got on the Come Up DVD and got in front of Lil Wayne. She had Twitter. That was still big.
She didn't have all these record labels that was pushing her. She had to audition. If you listen to Queen Radio, even Deb Antony said it. She went through different record companies to try to get a deal, and nobody would sign her. So y'all honestly need to stop comparing her to Cardi, because Cardi is nowhere in the same league as Nicki.
Well, I never compare her to Cardi, so.
I don't see y'all comparing Beyonce to Ciara. I don't see y'all comparing, you know, Beyonce to Rihanna. Like, we need to stop. And it's a lot of black women in here that's really bashing this woman, talking about, oh, she's 36, she's 37, she needs to go have a kid. Like, y'all need to knock it off.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was on that same vibe.
And it's black women that's bashing her. That's why you see on these blogs a bunch of black women bashing her. It's tiring now. It's tiring. If y'all don't like
I don't.
What's the problem with us saying that she's 36 and 37 up in age and she should have a baby? You've been in the game for 10 years. What's the problem with us saying that as black women?
She got on every single feature with every male rapper, and she bodied it.
Y'all need to really put some respect on her name.
But nobody discredit her. Okay, hold on. Let me pause. Wait, 832. 832. Let me.
Everybody's coming up here talking about.
Okay, wait. I paused. 832 347. If you're gonna call in, calm down. You can address how you feel without getting loud, without doing all of that, because you can express how you feel. For number one, Nicki Minaj is the one who announced that she was retiring. The people who called in asked if I felt it was because of Cardi B, and was that the reason? Nobody was bashing Nicki Minaj. I haven't heard a caller yet bash her.
Why would she be retiring for Cardi B?
Because that's a question. That's a question. That's somebody that she has been at odds with.
But this is where this beef started from. People like you guys, the blogs that start this. It's right there. It's Cardi B. It's Cardi B. Cardi is in her own lane. Nicki is in her own lane. Nicki's not going to retire because of Cardi B or any other female rapper. She's going to retire because she feels like, yo, I did my time in this industry.
Yeah, but you're speaking for her. They're asking a question because they don't know. She haven't said that. You're speaking for her on what you feel, but you don't know her sentiment or her reasons. Just like we don't know, which is why people asked the question. Nobody is bashing her on this whole entire call.
That's a dumb question to ask her if she's retiring because of Cardi B.
That's not a dumb question. That's a legitimate question. If she has been going to odds and feeling like she is not in a position.
Why would she be retiring because of another female rapper? That
Well,
makes
who
no
said
sense
that?
to me.
Somebody in the chat said I'm speaking for her too. I never spoke for her. I never spoke for Nicki. People asked a question. I'm saying she's saying affirm, this is what it is. I never said that.
Okay, but Nick, when the girl, she's still talking, she won't even let nobody say nothing.
You guys are the one that put that narrative out there, Cardi and Nicki.
But you're still talking. You're not even letting nobody give a word.
Stop comparing.
These people don't even know you. These people don't know you. These people don't know you. You steady keep going on. Other people are trying to talk. I don't form another opinion. I don't give a shit. All my bills are paid every single month by myself, whether I say something about Nicki Minaj or Cardi B or not.
Yo, this is getting out of hand. It's getting out of hand.
Okay, I hung up on 347 because
I just want to say something.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, I hung her up because here's the thing. I don't mind if people disagree. I don't care what people, but come on, bro. I'm not about to argue with you over some female who don't know neither of us exist. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not what I'm about to do. Number one, nobody bashed her. You can ask a question. You know what I'm saying? Nicki don't even know she exists for her to be raising her blood pressure up and doing all of this and that and the third.
She from New York, though, you know, and she from her hood. Like, she's from Queens, so she's going to go a little bit harder for the passion behind it. Like, she represents her hood.
Yeah, but that's,
you know, but she don't have to be so hard. You're right. She don't have to go so, but that's just the New York Queens. Like, if you ever been to that borough or any borough in New York, that's just how they ride. It's like that in Philly too, but I'm just a mature man. Like, and plus this is female conversation. I'm just trying to get a female perspective on, you know, Nicki. Like, why is it that Nicki feels like she has to retire if she do feel like it? Because she might just want to just lay back for a minute. I mean, the girl has been out for years nonstop, you know. That could take a toll on the person personally. You know, they might just want to live a normal life. And that could be just the end all to be all. She might just want to have a normal life. She got a nigga. He making her feel good. You know what I mean? Hitting spots. And sometimes you might say, you know what? I don't need all this. Plus, her best friend just lost her mom. She might feel like, you know, I want to spend time with my mom because things like, we don't know that, like you said, we don't know what's going on in her life outside of the
People could
industry.
just speculate, and she was, you know, she was well within her right to speculate that that's not what it is, but you can't attack people for speculating something that this woman hasn't said out of her mouth. We don't know what it is. It could be a number of factors.
Know. You know what I mean?
You get what I'm saying?
It could be a number of factors.
And
exactly.
the only thing that
is dialogue.
Yeah, the only thing that grinds my gears with the Barbs, because they try to have this narrative of Nicki Minaj, and I'm going to be real. I'm not a stan of Nicki, Cardi, none of these people. So anytime I talk about any of them, I'm giving you what I think from an outside looking in. I seen Nicki Minaj's come up, and it wasn't this, I'm struggling so hard, I had it so hard. She got on quick. She was on MySpace for a very little bit amount of time. She got with Fendi on the DVD, and Lil Wayne picked her up fast. He put her with the biggest group. He was the biggest top rapper. He formed a group with her, Drake, and them as a mega stardom team. She garnered fans. It wasn't this, you know, what people are trying to make her
seem. She was with Bow-Legged Lou, and she was with a group that when they say she has an authentic come up, they're talking about when she used to freestyle with Bow-Legged Lou, and then when she got with Deb Anthony, and Deb Anthony said she was literally selling CDs on her car when she had no name. She was literally doing
but how many rappers have done that
name.
though?
You know, no, but that's what makes it such an authentic come up. When people say someone has an authentic come up, they're more so referring to the grind of not having a name and pushing your name from city to city and building a name. Like, yeah, she did eventually sign with Young Money and got put on mainstream. But before Young Money, this girl had sold over 1 million mixtapes by herself with Beanie Up Scotty, that's unheard of for a female rapper. So she did her thing, you know, authentically. And that's why people respect her come up versus a lot of the new, because I mean, you even gotta keep it real. Like even Remy Ma was just on State of the Culture and said a lot of these new female rappers are garbage. They're trash, and the only reason why they're so successful is because of the state of social media. It's not that social media wasn't what it was back then. It just wasn't as big as it is now. Because you see artists today have more subscribers than people like Mariah Carey, people who were bigger in the industry, who we look at as being the biggest artists of all time, and on social media, their stats doesn't reflect that. And like Remy was saying,
but the state of music
culture,
wasn't there either.
A narrative to just push the legends out. They don't even want to discuss the legends anymore because they want to be able to push this new wave of rap. Because if you constantly compare the old with the new, it's going to make you say, well, the old was more authentic and the new doesn't seem like it matches up. So if we just push the whole old out, then we could just run with this whole new narrative of what's new and what's current, and that's more important. And I think that's what they do. I have to agree. They push this new narrative. A lot of these artists today say they don't even care about rap. They don't even care about the authenticity of being a writer. You, as a female rapper or a rapper in general, your talent is based on your lyrical ability, not on your vocals. So when you compare a rapper and say a rapper writes, I mean, a singer don't have to write their song. That's because their talent is not based off of their ability to write a song.
But that's all overall. Like
you're a song.
Yeah, but that's overall. That's not just female rappers. That's the rap game that we're at. Period.
Overall.
But people are equating that to Nicki and Cardi. Like if you look in the if you look in the chat, people are thinking that you're just talking about Nicki mainly, and that's overall. The state of rap right now,
the state of rap.
The state of rap right now is not where it was 10 years ago for anybody, male or female. So now you could be a guy and you can do a mumble rap and you can come up. So it's not, I don't feel like that. Like it's overall. Like overall.
Yeah, I feel like it's overall.
The whole game is at a gimmick state.
It has changed. It's changed completely. I feel you on that. That's what I was trying to get out. So it really is not about a Nicki and Cardi thing. Yeah, the conversation is on Nicki and her retiring, but it's really not about Nicki and Cardi. It's just about Nicki being in the industry for as long as she has. I mean, we only been exposed to her professionally since 2009 or 10. She's been grinding since the early 2000s. So it's like if you add that a year, you couple those years with the years now, this woman has been in the game for almost 20-something years. She's probably just exhausted and want to just chill and not have to be constantly pushing it, because she has to work harder now than she ever had to work on projects. Like you said, at one point she just put something out and it just blow up. But now she really got to constantly be out there twittering. She got to be on social media doing the lives and stuff. That's stuff she probably never thought she would have to do to market her music. But that's the new wave. That's what the new kids on the block do. So
right, that's what everybody is doing.
This whole new wave, you know, she's not with it. Maybe she just want to just chill and be like, look, I can't keep on fighting that fight. I made my money. I made a name for myself. I'm going in the history book, because she is going in the history books. That's undeniable. Like the girl has have received over 150 awards, I think they said, and had over 247 nominations. She's been on Billboard more than any artist in history. Come on now, she's going in history. So she's definitely.
Do you think she
Yeah, I don't think it got nothing to do with Cardi. I really don't want to compare two females because I think that's what people do all the time. I really don't. I just want to keep it on the focus on Nicki.
But do you think that she's really ready to retire, or do you think she's doing that to get
I think no. I don't think. I think she's probably ready to retire from being this big gargantua of an artist. I think she just want to probably do a feature. She has 4 albums out. If she come out with a 5th one, that's 4. That's 5 albums. That's a big catalog. Not to mention, they say she has over 200 features that have been mainstream. She can tour off of just doing that. Like, she has a catalog now built. I don't think she has to keep coming out with bodies of work. Come on. Like, how many albums do a person have to come out for you to respect the craft? The OGs only had to come out with an album once every couple of years.
Yeah,
it's
but
like
we're
now
not
we
in the
expect for
same,
these new artists to come
game,
out
though.
every year. I know.
You
But
can't
it's
keep
like,
comparing her to old, like, we in a whole new generation.
Yeah,
overall.
I know, but
you
I'm
keep
just
saying
I'm
that
like,
same thing, but we're in a whole total different wave overall. Yeah, back in the day, they didn't have to do that, but now we're in 2019. You know?
Yeah, but she's not a 2019 artist. She's an artist from the early 2000s. She came out with the Justins and all of the Britney Spears when all of them was popping and all of that whole era and that era. So that's why even now when people look at her music and they say, oh, well, she didn't make that much hardcore rap. Well, she was doing the era where pop was dominating, and she did kind of create a whole rap called rap. I kind of call it like pop rap because she was able to rap with pop stars. And really
hold on,
push
pause
her
1
brand and
second.
push
Somebody said Nick bye, you ruin it. First of all, this is Nick's page, so if you don't like Nick's opinion, you can take your ass on. I'm gonna be real with y'all. A lot of you barbs be delusional. I'm not delusional.
Yeah.
I seen her come up. I seen what happened. I seen everything. A lot of people look over and gloss over some of the stuff. There are a lot of females who were not able to come up because Nicki blocked them and did not allow anybody else to come up and made sure that she was the only one. So yes, she is solidified. Let's be real overall. A lot of people are not being real because their stance, and I wasn't even trying to turn this into this type of conversation. I was giving her respect. I was giving her respect. You know what I'm saying?
You out of character.
No, I'm just saying because I was trying to give her respect. I wasn't throwing shade. I was letting people, address how they feel. I was letting people, talk and say stuff. But a lot of people act like, you know what I'm saying? Come on now, let's be real. Like if y'all really want to go there, we can really go there.
Nick, you are entitled to your opinion. I know you in your 30s too, so you come from a different era. Like if we're on the same level of how Nicki feel when she first came out, when she kept saying, I love Kim, I love Foxy, because those are the people who we loved as well. Like I'm not going to sit here. I'm not a barb because I'm the same age as Nicki. How the hell I'm going to be a barb? I grew up with the people that Nicki admired and inspired. The same people inspired Nicki is the same people that inspired me. So I'm not going to sit here and say that your opinion is not valid. You came from a different era. Like most of these barbs, they were born in the late 90s, and they followed Nicki's career through, the success. That's why when I say a lot of these new artists, these female artists out, I would say a lot of them were barbs because most of them was born in the late 90s, and when Nicki was hot, they were old enough to listen to music and understand music. So if you was born in the late 90s and you carried yourself all the way up to 2012 when you was a teenager, when Nicki first got hot, and then her entire, she been out for 10 years, and you followed that whole thing, 9 times out of 10 you was a barb. That's why a lot of these younger artists get exposed as being barbs that become mainstream because Nicki was, like you said, mainstream from 2012 all the way to now. So it's like their opinions is different from ours. You can't even let them get to you because they don't even know about 19. Being an 80s baby is we're fortunate. I'll say that much.
I'm very fortunate to be an 80s baby. But,
we're fortunate.
Somebody said, you're done, Nick. I used to love you. Your true colors just came out. Nicki never blocked anybody's career. Okay, well, you can think that if you want to. You can think that.
Doing that to Remy came out.
You could think that if you
Yeah.
want to, and
Remy Ma is still
that's
Remy
not
Ma.
taking
Don't
no
get it
credit.
messed up.
That's not taking
Yeah.
credit from Nicki. A lot of people act like if you give your opinion on her, oh, you're taking away. She could rap. Nicki could rap, and she's dope at rapping. That's
Yes.
not. I'm not
Yes.
taking
Even
credit,
Kim
but
said it.
I'm not being delusional. A lot of people
Yeah.
are being delusional. I'm not a delusional person. I look at what happened
No.
overall. Like people are acting, they like to put people in victim roles and act like if somebody is a victim, like, oh, everybody is against Nicki. Oh, Cardi came out, everybody just put Cardi against her. I'm not a Cardi B fan at all. You can look at my commentary, you see the stuff that I say about Cardi B. I think a lot of the stuff that she do is whack, but I have to still be real. When Cardi B came out with Bodak Yellow,
Yeah.
Nicki was not putting out hot music at that time. When Rick Ross had his whole
Yeah.
ordeal,
She wasn't.
and so for the young people who don't know what I'm talking about, let me just say this, and then I gotta wrap this up because I gotta go. I got shit to do. Okay, so 50 Cent came on the game. He came out with a song where he dissed the entire industry. Then once he got on, he was made popular or whatever. He came on, he had a beef with Ja Rule. Him and Ja Rule went toe to toe. Ja Rule stopped making music, so it washed him. Now, let me tell you the difference. Now, when Rick Ross had his scandal, Rick Ross was a popular artist. He was a big artist. He was making hits. He was doing a damn thing. He came out and people tried to wash him by saying that he was correctional officer and tried to ruin his career. It was a big scandal. People was trying to write Rick Ross off. Guess what Rick Ross did? He continued to make undeniable hits. And therefore, he never was able to get wiped off the thing. When Nicki Minaj was going dropping records when Cardi B came out, the records were not that good. So a lot of people tried to act
There
like
was features though. She was been dropping.
no, she was, and then people who were saying they unsubscribe. Like y'all act like, oh, that ain't hurting me. I'm still gonna continue to give my opinion. Okay. So I'm still going to give my opinion because like I said, but yeah.
But Nicki ain't put out a hit in a long time. Let's just be real. No matter how hard she try, she don't be getting them plays like Cardi B.
But thank y'all for calling in. I'm gonna try to
I
cycle.
appreciate it. Yeah. Thank you for the.
Yeah, thank you. Jacqueline Watson, what's your area code? I'm gonna breeze through these because I gotta go. I got 10 more minutes and I gotta go.
Yeah.
But thank you. 267 and
Jay, this
832.
is Jay. Yeah, and thank you for inviting me on the show. I really thoroughly enjoyed it.
I gotta have. Hey, DM me. I gotta have you on. Ooh, I gotta have you on again because even though you know.
Yeah. But look. Sometimes you need a little male energy, you know? And I like to keep things calm. I'll keep it calm for you now.
Yeah.
Keep it smooth.
DM me on Insta.
I got you.
All right.
All right.
Okay. These next callers, you guys have been waiting patiently. Thank you guys so much for waiting. I have 10 minutes. I'm about to unmute everybody. Y'all speak up, say what you gotta say, and we gonna do it like that.
All participants are unmuted.
Everybody is unmuted.
Hello. Hey, y'all.
Hi.
How are you?
How you doing?
Hi, me.
Okay.
Hey.
So I think that I don't think Nicki Minaj is retiring yet because there's no way she's gonna retire on Twitter, right?
Yeah.
And she just came out with that verse on Pop Smoke's record, and after I heard that, like, I don't think she's going out without a bang. Like, I think she's baiting Cardi into responding to her or something, and then she's gonna finish Cardi and then retire, maybe.
I don't feel like Nicki is. I feel the same way. I don't think Nicki is going to retire, and I do hate
and
when
I
they
don't
do say-
either. That's what I said too. Like people, like I was like, I don't think she's gonna retire, but people jumping down my throat. It's like if you're gonna jump down my throat, I gotta tell you the real. But go ahead.
I do feel as though, as what the man was saying when he was on here, and Nicki Minaj, she didn't come up like how these new artists is. Cardi B came up with Love and Hip Hop, and she had her hit Yellow. She did what she did, and I am a barb. I love Nicki, and I don't really think she's going to retire. This might be her just saying stuff. You know how goofy artists can be. But if she does retire, it's really going to affect some people because she helped people come up. She helped girls, especially young rappers like Asian Doll, what's his name, Megan Thee Stallion. She helped all them people come up, and all those girls shout Nicki out. And I don't know. I just really.
I don't think Nicki Minaj should.
All right, wait. Everybody, okay, wait. Okay. Okay, who's the guy talking?
Why is everybody comparing?
Hello.
Why is everybody comparing Nicki Minaj to Cardi B?
Okay, wait a minute.
Cardi the hottest. Cardi is the hottest female artist right now. That's the only person we can compare her to.
Been doing anything Nicki Minaj has.
Cardi B's first album only had 3 hit records.
Hello.
Only had 3 hit records. Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, but it sold like over 300,000 in pure sales.
Okay, but Nicki Minaj's first album, almost every single song on there was a hit. And she did almost every single song on her album. Video, it was a hit. You heard almost every single song on her album was on the radio.
Another thing that I
every single song on Cardi B.
When they say they're comparing Cardi B to Nicki Minaj, I don't understand. How can you praise somebody who doesn't write their own raps or who have said they haven't write their own raps?
Period.
I just think that
her
realize that we are in the age.
Much confidence. How can you give the clout that Nicki has gotten? How could you give that to anybody who doesn't write their raps? Because Nicki said in her documentary that she sits in the studio for hours writing her raps for her fan base.
How could you compare
Everybody, shush. Everybody, be quiet. Everybody, be quiet. Okay. So Cardi is out the equation. Okay, Cardi's out. We're not comparing her to Cardi. Okay. That was a question that somebody asked. We're moving on from that. What do you guys think about her announcing that she has retired? We're off of Cardi. We're done with Cardi. Cardi is not in the same lane.
Retire and never make a hit again.
As someone who does not live actually in as someone who does. Okay, as someone.
This is the thing.
Hello.
Nicki Minaj performed her first album hit, and that's it.
It's kind of hard to talk with everybody.
And never make a song again.
She's not retiring.
Nicki is
no respect on
retiring.
Nicki Minaj's name. Everybody in the industry disrespects this woman for no reason. Just because she stands up for herself, that don't make no sense.
Can I say something?
Nick, I just want to say something.
Go ahead.
Okay, wait.
Hello?
Okay.
I just want to say that I think that as someone who doesn't live in America actually, so I live.
All participants are muted and they can unmute themselves.
Whoo, child. Okay, y'all. I'm sorry. I muted everybody because I thought that we could talk one at a time. I'm going to go down the line. Okay, 215. Hello? 215. 215-778.
Hey, that's me.
Okay, turn up your volume. I can hardly hear you. Just say what you feel real quick because I got to wrap it up real soon. But I'm going to try to let everybody talk.
With the time, whatever you do at the time that you've been out, that's on you. Like, I praise Nicki for what she did for female rap, but she was no angel, and we all know that. So it's like she used to have kids and just not be impressed. At the end of the day, she did what she did. She was here, she came. I don't think she had an authentic come up, but it is what it is. Like, this is just karma for what she did to Little Kim. Like, let's be plain and simple. And I'm not a Barb. I'm not a Cardi B fan. I'm not a fan of nobody. I'm just saying that it is what it is. Like, come on. Like, stop. Everybody's acting like, Nicki didn't do anything. Like, come on. Like, listen, she used to retire for real. I hope she's for real. Because maybe if she brings life into this world, she might have a little bit more, just stop being so fucking pressed. And I got to go to work, so thank you for putting me on. Yeah, bye.
All right. Thank you for calling. Okay. Wait. 808. Hello?
Hello.
Yes.
I mean, I think, I just kind of got in, but, is she pregnant? Is she gonna have a kid? Like, she says to have my family and stuff. She didn't say to start a family, so you don't know what's going on. Like, Cardi, she didn't announce anything till way later on, and stuff. So, and I mean, Nicki Minaj has been around for like a long time now. Like, she's been around a good minute, and she has her tracks. Like, she can right now take a step out of the spotlight, like with things like that. Really famous people, that normally makes them more famous. Like when Kim Kardashian got robbed, she took three months off. She's never been more famous in her life.
Mhm.
So, I mean, I'm excited for Nicki to have like a nice family and everything. But I mean, we're all gonna miss the music.
Well, I don't think that she's done making music. But thank you so much. Is there anything else you want to add? I got to speed through. I'm going to just let you guys talk. I'm not going to respond. I'm going to just let you guys say it real quick, and then I'm going to go to the next. Is there anything else you want to add?
I'm good. I'm good.
Okay, thank you so much for calling in. All right, 732, hello?
Hello.
Hey, what's your
Okay, I'm
name
gonna
and where
be
you
quick.
calling from?
I don't want to say my name, but I'm from New Jersey. Hi.
Okay, just go.
I'm going to be quick. Okay, so when I was listening to the show, I heard everybody talking about ageism and all that stuff. And I was just like, why does it matter? Like, looking at her, she's just so beautiful for her age. Like, she does not look her age at all. She is giving the young girls a run for their money. Second of all, I think I heard you said that she was blocking people while coming up. I don't know what goes on behind the scenes, but personally, I think the only thing she was blocking them with was her verses because ain't nobody was topping Nicki Minaj's verses back then. Like, if she got on a song with a dude or whoever, she was gonna kill it. If you knew she was gonna be a feature, you would just skip to her part. You wouldn't care about anybody else's part. Well, I'm not gonna speak for everybody, but I'm speaking for myself. And then for the number ones going around, I feel like her song Anaconda, that was the closest to being number one, and nobody like came out and supported her and rallied around her for her song to go number one. And I don't know, I kind of lost my train of thought, but that was it, I guess.
All right, well, thank you so much for calling in.
Bye.
All right. Let's see. 813. I'm just letting y'all talk. I'm not replying because I really gotta go. But I want to give everybody a chance to say something because you guys have been waiting so very patiently. 813. Hello.
Yeah. Okay. So neat.
Hey.
All right. This is Randall. Okay. I actually met Nicki Minaj, a few times out, but her come up was a little different, neat. Like I felt like you really had to, like I know, like in like one of her verses, she was like, I could have been in the band, or I could have made the band or something like that. Her come up was different. Like I felt like with Cardi's, it was just like, okay, I'm light skinned, I got this
Randall, we
body.
said we wasn't
You know what I'm
comparing
saying?
Cardi and Nicki no
I
more.
know. I just had to. I've been a long time. I've been a long time.
Okay,
And I felt like
go. Okay, so you feel like
yeah,
it was
I'm
more pure than Cardi. Okay, go. I'll let you get it off because you
her
have been waiting. Go ahead, go.
Yeah, her come up was a little different. She was light skinned. She,
Cardi and Nicki are
was
both light skinned, but go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But she was just mixed. Nicki was, more, the black side or whatever. But anyway, but yeah. What else I was gonna say? Damn. Oh, another thing. Yeah. Okay, so her come up. I mean, not her come up, but her retirement. I think that's all just for y'all to get y'all talking or whatever. Nicki ain't. She do this every time. I want to date this
Yeah, I don't
person,
think that she's
Eminem, we
officially
together.
gone.
Yeah, it's just to get y'all hype, y'all talking, and sometimes when Nicki go away, I think people appreciate her more when she disappears. You know what I'm saying? So I think that she's just gonna take a little break. You know, come back.
Somebody in the
But
comments said
like
Nicki is not light skinned. You barbs.
yeah,
Y'all
Nicki
be
is definitely
wilding
light.
with y'all delusion. But okay.
She's definitely light skinned. Yeah, real pretty skin tone. But yeah,
Well, all right.
I
Thank you
love
so
you, Nicki,
much.
and I love you, Nick.
I love you back. I know I be making the
All
barbs.
right.
They be mad, but you
Don't
not.
be, don't get, don't. They kids at the end of the day. They kids. Just don't mind them.
Right.
Don't
All
mind
right.
them.
Well,
But
thank
yeah,
you
keep
so
doing your
much.
thing. And, all right, baby.
All right.
Bye.
Let's see. Oh, 301. Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Hey, how you doing?
Great.
Okay, so I really, I'm sorry, I was just eating. So I really don't think Nicki is going to retire. I feel as though, like the guy who was just on, Nicki is appreciated when she is gone. Everybody wants Nicki to come back when she's gone, and I really don't think that she's going to retire. Because if she does, it's going to be crazy. Because, like I was saying before, you muted all of us. Nicki paved the way for a lot of these girls that are just coming in, including Cardi. And I feel like people. I know you said don't compare, so I'm not. So it's crazy. I don't think that she's really going to retire. I think that if she is pregnant, she might not put out music as much as she does now, but I think that we're still going to be getting something from her.
Yeah, I agree. I think so too.
Yes, and a lot of the barbs and stuff, they be messy sometimes. I am a barb, and I have met Nicki Minaj like twice when I was in California. She is a very sweet person, and people pin her out to be this mean, angry black woman, as she says. But Nicki Minaj is the sweetest person that you will ever meet, and I'm not saying that just because I'm her fan or anything, but I really love that girl so much. She is really sweet. Like, if you ever meet her, you will have the best little short 15 minutes that you can get.
I've met her before.
Okay. So that's all really I have to say. But thank you for letting me come in the conversation.
Thank you for calling in. I appreciate
No
the
problem.
barbs
And
that don't be mad. You know what I'm saying? That can say what they feel and don't be, you know what I'm saying, trying to attack. I love those type of barbs.
I'm about to cuss my ass out.
Well, all right.
Love you. I am a new subscriber. And what's your Instagram? Because I want to follow you.
It's same here, Nick at Night.
Okay.
All right. Thank you
Look
so
out
much.
for me. I'll follow you right now. But have a nice day.
All right. You too. Bye. Anonymous caller. Hello?
Hello, how are you?
Hi.
Hello?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, okay. So I just wanted to say, as someone that is not from America, I just think that a lot of people like to underestimate Nicki Minaj's influence, especially towards the rest of the world. She is an international superstar, and I feel like a lot of people, more so that are not from America, that don't follow the blog, just rely solely on her music. So that is why sometimes you will have opposing views, because if we don't follow blogs like the Shade Room and stuff, so we won't necessarily know what she gets to, we won't necessarily know what her attitude is like. So what we go off is in her music, and I feel like that is exactly why she will always get international support from people in other countries. And I also think that people
Where are
need
you
to
calling
realize
from?
that I'm calling from South Africa.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Yeah. So I also think that people need to realize that we are in an age of streaming. So, and I feel like people don't really want to recognize that, and they still think of things like early 2000s when people actually had to go to stores to, buy CDs and stuff. But unfortunately, right now, you don't really need talent to make it that far. Anyone can make a song out of a basement and hit it big and be considered a celebrity. So for all the people that are, saying, rap isn't the same anymore, and I'm pretty sure that's how the Little Kims and all those other rappers felt in the early 2000s when a new wave of rap came in. And right now, it's another new wave of music that is coming in. And unfortunately, success is not measured on the same way. But it doesn't necessarily take away from someone's talent, but also at the same time, it's like, why do we keep fighting something that is already happening? These bubblegum rappers aren't going anywhere. And in about 10 years' time or 8 years' time or whatever, there's going to be a new wave of rappers who rap differently than the bubblegum rappers that we have now.
Yeah.
And their success is going to be measured very differently from how we measure the success of today. But it takes nothing away from what Nicki Minaj has done or what all the other female rappers have done. It's just that we are just in different times right now. So
right, we are. And rap definitely goes in phases. And I don't think that she's officially gone. I think that even if she doesn't make another song, I feel like she's still not another album. I think that she's still gonna be featured on songs and stuff. But thank you so much for calling in. But go ahead.
Thank you, Nick.
What were you gonna say?
Oh yeah, I think I was gonna say just the last thing. I'd rather have her leave like this if she's not going to produce a good body of work.
Okay.
So if she feels like she's not at that point, or maybe she wants to focus on other things and it's going to be a distraction for the album, I'd rather have her leave than put out something like Queen, or where the rollout isn't really going to be to the level that we know her to be, and be disappointed in herself and the fans be disappointed in her as well.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much. I don't think I've ever had a South African caller call in, so that's pretty dope. Thank you for calling.
No, I watch you guys every day. Thank you.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Okay. 203. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Yes.
All
203.
right. Look, I know we said we're not comparing, but yeah, my name is Brim Pooch. I'm calling from Bridgeport, Connecticut.
Okay. Connecticut in the house.
I know you said not to compare. I'm trying to hurry this up. So look, the deal with this is how I feel. Cardi B's first album versus Nicki Minaj's first album, you can't even compare. That's all I have to say about that part. And Jay-Z retired and then dropped the Black Album, right?
Right.
Said it was his last album. That wasn't the truth. Sometimes they do it, just to surprise people. I think she's trying to surprise people. But, other than that, she should never have to rap again. People need to give her respect.
Yeah, I don't think that she's officially going to be gone either. I don't think so.
She's not. Jay-Z said he was gone and he came right back.
Right. That's why when people were getting up in arms, I'm like, y'all attacking, but I don't even think sis really gone like that. But
Yeah, I like. I'm not a barb or nothing like that. I just respect her, and I feel like a lot of people disrespect Nicki Minaj like as if she ain't do shit.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think so, but I feel you.
Yeah. That's really all I got to say about it. I was just wanting everybody to understand that. If you look at Nicki Minaj's first album, Cardi B first album, there's no comparison. Almost every song on Nicki Minaj's first album was a hit. It was on the radio, and she had videos for him.
Right. Alrighty. Well, thank you so much for calling in. You better put some respect on it. Okay. Calling in from Connecticut said put some respect on it. Okay. All right. Thank you for calling.
BPTCC, Brim Pooch. All right.
All right. Bye. All right. Anonymous caller. This is going to be the last caller. Hello.
Hi. How are you?
Hi.
Okay. So I'm calling in regards to this. I think the reason why Nicki announced that she's retiring, just like you stated, I don't think that she's completely done. I think that she's going to fall back. Partly being Lizzo just won top #1 Billboard. Cardi B got 3. Nicki Minaj has been in the game well over 10 years and does not have 1. So I think her coming out and stating this and seeing that the people that was once in her corner is no longer in her corner, and the fans and the support that she used to have, she no longer has, is because Nicki Minaj has been in the game for so long. So with time brings growth. Her music has not grown. It has not evolved.
Right.
And she has been on an attack, just like she attacked that writer, Wanda. I can't think of her name.
The one from Karen Civil.
She doesn't accept constructive criticism very well. Even when she sees all of these new artists coming out and the music and the dynamics and how the fans are receiving them. Nicki Minaj is still stuck in the Nicki Minaj era back then, while her fan base, as far as the girls that used to grow up listening to her music, has grown, and now we're listening to the new hottest thing that's out when she's still stuck in that same space. So I think partly why she's retiring, or even stated that she's retiring, is because she doesn't feel like her music is being received like it once was, which is a fact.
Right, yeah.
She's
I've
not
talked
putting
about
out
this
the same
before on my
music
podcast. Well,
that
not
she used
podcast, but
to.
on my channel. I've talked about this before, and the Barb's was mad because I'm like, yeah, she is making music, but at some point you do want it to grow, but Barb's ain't trying to hear that, girl.
Correct. And then the other thing, as far as like people consistently state, because I'm an 80s baby, as far as people try and state how Nicki came out, how it was authentic, and how the era and the time back then versus now is completely different. That's one. Just like Master P used to say he used to sell CDs out of his car and so on and so forth. The artists now don't have to do that because the artists back then paved the way. So now we're in a new era. So stop trying to state her hustle was different. Her era was different, which is what made her hustle different. If Cardi was out back then, her hustle would have been the same way. But Cardi is out now. She's not out back then. So people need to stop comparing it, trying to make it seem like as if Nicki put in way more work than any of the other female artists that's coming out now. Just because they're now coming out now in the mainstream, you don't know where they were at a year, 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago, or how they've been hustling in their areas, in their communities, in their cities, in their states. You only see them now. So, I mean, that's another thing that I like. And people still try and paint this narrative as far as Cardi don't like black people and so on and so forth. Nicki Minaj just went on a whole tangent about black girl tragic and black girl magic and all of this other type of stuff. And I didn't hear anybody talking about all of this stuff that she was doing. Like, Nicki Minaj claimed to be Chinese mixed with Asian and all this other stuff. She's just now starting to embrace her blackness. So people need to really stop trying to paint that whole narrative. Like, call BS when it's BS. Like, I used to be a Nicki Minaj fan. I like Cardi B. Sometimes Cardi B does some whack stuff that I don't agree with, just like Nicki Minaj. But I have not seen Nicki Minaj try to pull females together until Cardi B started tweeting about other female artists and started recognizing them last year. It took this year for Nicki Minaj to acknowledge other female artists when she's been in the game for so long. That's BS. BS. So for people to say that, yeah, it's time for her to fall back. It's time for her to go ahead. Maybe she needs some time to probably gather herself together, reevaluate herself, so that when she does decide to come back, she comes back, full force with this era, this generation, and this time. Yes, she does great features, but her solo project has been trash.
All righty. Well, thank you so much for calling in. You got the Barbs in an uproar in the comment section.
I don't care about the bars being in an uproar because the thing is that they don't make sense. And when Nicki Minaj does the craziest things, it's like people still praise her. Nicki Minaj raps about how women should be in power, how women should not deal with this type of man, that type of man. But yet and still, she's dealing with a pedophile. She's dealing with a murder. She's dealing with a man that been in and out of jail that got 23 mug shots. I mean, come on now, please. How you going to talk about rich sex and if he ain't got a Benz truck and you dealing with somebody that's broke? Please. That's all I got to say. I'm so thank you for your time. But
thank you for calling in.
I'm just fair. Like, Cardi do dumb stuff, Nicki do dumb stuff, but it's not right that people pretty much points out every little thing that Cardi does that's crazy and just off the wall, but they cover up everything that Nicki Minaj does because she's Nicki Minaj. You know why Nicki Minaj has been so successful? Because Nicki Minaj has been the only female artist. You know why Nicki Minaj used to slap on tracks with other males? Because she was the only female artist out at that time. So, of course, us women, we want to hear a female artist, so we're going to naturally gravitate towards it. Versus now, she has way more competition.
Yeah, I agree.
So
But
she's
I
not
gotta
getting
I gotta
all of that
run
like
though.
she used
So
to.
but thank you so much.
Okay.
I wanted
You're
to
welcome.
try to get everybody that was on. Some people called in after, but I gotta go, you guys. Thank you guys for calling in. I know the replay in the comments down below, y'all gonna be mad and feeling some type of way. I feel like Nicki is a dope rapper. I don't like every single song that she puts out. I don't like every single song that Drake put out, and he my favorite. You know what I'm saying? Like I really love Drake's music, but he be putting out some stuff sometimes where I be like, yeah, I don't like that. But yeah. I'm not taking away her accolades. If we're gonna have an open and honest conversation, we can. I just wanted to open up the discussion to see what everybody felt, what they thought about it, what they felt about her retirement, and then from that, people wanted to wonder if it was considered, or why she did it, or what she considered in making that decision. Was it Cardi or whatever? And it went on another, it went on a whole nother tangent where, I was trying to keep it, cute or whatever, but I can't allow a delusion though. I have to keep it real. We have to call out what it is. And I thank everybody for calling in. If you're not subscribed to my channel, be sure to subscribe. The Barbs, y'all could be mad, but still subscribe too. It's all love. I'm not taking nothing away from Nicki. I done bought her albums, but people grow and people evolve. And if a person isn't really evolving, it is what it is. But Whiskey said good combos, you're honest yet fair. Right. Yeah, I try to be, but people, if you have an opinion, they take it as hate. It's no hate. I'm not taking away nothing that she gives or done. I'm not taking away none of her accolades. And I just want that to be known. And that's just that on that. Thank you guys for calling in. Peace. All right, bye, you guys.
Bye bye.